Hey everyone, Cripplecorn here. Apologies for delaying getting the second commentary out. I've been busy recently, so I haven't been playing or streaming or doing commentaries. But I found the time now, so I am back, and thanks for your response to the first commentary. This game is from about a month ago before I went on that little hiatus, and it's a game I set aside because I score highly and I play well, but it's against decent players. It's not one of those games where I score 9,000 against complete noobs. Most other people in the lobby score well as well, so that makes it a more interesting game. So I tend to rush for first blood these days. I didn't in this case because I knew I wasn't going to get it without starting a chase, but since I can't go for the 900 point initial kill I used to get in Brotherhood with Poison and Disguise, these days instead I just run, get first blood, get variety easier. And if I can't get to the target because of either pursuers or because they're standing out in the open or something, then I'll go for a more standard kill. There'll be a few points in this video where I stand still for no apparent reason. It's because the guy I just killed, Blades, was also streaming this game when I was, and we were talking to each other, so sometimes I stop moving to type, so never mind that. Obvious pursuer, use knives to get the stun. I think I discussed the details of how to use knives defensively in the last video. It reduces the range of their kill and stun, so you can get the stun using them. And you get extra style points, not literally, but you know. I think it's much more stylish to stun someone using knives, especially when they're running at you full tilt. To follow on from my discussion in the last video about the change in tactics from Brotherhood to this game, because of the rebalance, there's now a mix of running around and defense and stealth. Usually if I've got pursuers and I have some idea of where they are, or I think I'll see them coming, I tend to move fairly stealthily like I'm doing now. I'm walking towards my target without actually looking at them, watching out for my pursuer instead. And I get lucky that he actually stunned someone else. I was so busy stunning them that I was able to walk up to him because I actually walked into him while facing the other way. So yeah, if I have some idea of where my pursuers are coming from, and I feel pretty safe, I'll usually move slowly and try to get the stun while moving generally towards my target, or waiting for them to come to me, as will often happen when you've got 3 pursuers. Your target will come to you. If I'm less certain about where my pursuers are, or I just don't have a good feeling about the situation, then I go back to Brotherhood tactics of just running and running and running. So you can see here the whispers are getting louder, but I know my pursuers must be coming from this direction, so I move slowly in the hopes of picking them out of the crowd, and there's duplicates of me to keep me safe. Now the duplicates get me a lure and a stun, but unfortunately I don't know who the other pursuer is, and he circles around behind me and gets me. So yeah, that's what it looks like when I'm feeling okay, and okay, it can get you killed sometimes. If you decide that you're going to walk up slowly to pursuers and you don't see them, then you die. As I say, if I'm not happy, I run away. Unlike Brotherhood, I don't keep running forever and try to get kills while on the run, because with the approach meter that doesn't work. So instead what I'll do is I'll run until I have an idea of where my pursuers are, which is something I discussed in one of my Brotherhood videos, figuring out where your pursuers are based on the whispers without ever actually seeing them. And once I know roughly where they are, I will slow down and let them catch up and try to stun them. So here I was pretty sure that my pursuers are going to be coming from behind my target, so I took a risk and moved in slowly, but then somebody else dropped a smoke bomb and that slowed me down. So what I did was I figured that my pursuers were probably going to catch up with me while I was killing him, so I just threw down a smoke bomb, which is a good thing to do if you think your pursuer is going to catch up with you, because smoke bomb is such a low cooldown that you can afford to, if you're pretty sure that your pursuer is going to catch up with you in the middle of a kill animation, just chuck it down and hope for the best. So that's what I did there, and I got lucky. I actually got 2 stuns out of it after the kill. So I'm standing still again now, so I'm probably typing. In regard to approaching targets, I will usually approach targets Brotherhood style. That is, move as fast as you can while staying out of line of sight, and then only get into line of sight when you're close. But unlike Brotherhood, where you want to stay out of line of sight until the very last second, and the best way of doing that is just running around on the rooftops. In this game, because of the approach meter, I usually enter line of sight a distance away from them and give it time to build up if I think I'll be able to move in slowly. If not, I'll just cut them off and kill them and go for the discreet. So here I've got 3 pursuers, I hear the whispers, I don't know where my pursuers are, and I'm in a very obvious position, so I play it Brotherhood style. Hop up on the use chasebreaker, get on the roof, find my target, kill them, and start running. And I could actually tell from watching Blades stream about 15 seconds after this that yes, he was actually right behind me, and if I'd moved any slower he would have gotten me. So proper Brotherhood style play there, just don't stop moving, go for the kill. And I keep running until the whispers go away. And once eventually I'll realize that they're gone, I get into a blend group and slow down until my pursuer should be coming up behind me here, and there he is. So I can now move up and stun him at my leisure. Now I suspect that I have another pursuer coming up behind me, but I didn't hear any whispers, so I decided to just run for it instead. And figuring that my other pursuers would be coming from the same direction, I actually ran into Blade, who was cutting me off. Going back to knives for a second, I said earlier that there's metaphorical style points for stunning people with knives. They're also the tougher one to use. I mean, you can throw smoke bomb in a panic and you'll get a stun, or even two, like I did earlier. Whereas knives require you to lock on and move in slowly and blah blah blah. So what I will typically do is use knives when I'm confident about getting the stun, like I was with that jester, and keep smoke bomb if I can for the situations where I'm panicking, or to offensive smoke bomb someone to get more points, because that's always nice. Now here I've got two pursuers. Because of where I spawned, I'm pretty sure they're both going to be out here in the center, so I pop into a blend group and start listening for the whispers. Because I know they're coming from in front of me, I decide to move in slowly and go for the stealthy stun instead of running away or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure the courtesan is one, and sure enough she is. I still hear whispers, and I think he's going to be behind me, and there he is. I figured that both of them are going to be coming from the courtyard area, so even though I walked off towards my target, I kept looking back in that direction, because I thought that's where they'd be coming from. And as it turns out, there's another pursuer who's also coming from the courtyard, but I don't see him, so I don't get the kill. You may have noticed with that courtesan, I didn't actually catch her in the smoke bomb. She was too far away, but I've noticed that a lot of the time, if you don't catch the person in the smoke bomb, they'll kind of walk around the edge of it waiting for it to dissipate, and they won't expect you to run out and stun them, so you can get a kind of naked stun on them. So if someone drops smoke near you and it doesn't catch you, keep mashing that kill button, just in case. Now here, I know who my pursuer is, but I don't have any abilities yet. So what I do is I start to run away Brotherhood style. Now you'll notice I didn't go for the chase breaker. That's because I wanted him to use the chase breaker. I want him to chase me, because I've got defensive abilities, I want to get stuns. So I climb up the wall, let him chase me, taunt him just because it's funny, and then stun him. And now I'm going to keep moving fairly quickly because I don't know where my pursuers are, so I'm just going to keep moving in kind of an away type direction. There's no whispers at the moment, so I'm going to go back to going after my target. He runs off in that direction. I figure either he's going to go all the way across the map, but I'm going to have to chase him, or he's going to turn around and come back towards me, so I decide to cut him off and hope for the best, and in this case it worked out. He actually came back to me. Now I have 3 pursuers and no smoke bomb. I don't hear any whispers yet, but I don't like that area as a defensive position because there's roofs in too many directions people can come from, so I decide to head up onto the roof so I can get a feel of when my pursuers are nearby, and then basically I just jump over them. I wait for them to get a little closer, and I figure if I jump down to the courtyard I'll probably jump over them and I can go for a quick kill. And as expected, you can see my pursuer does in fact come up from the courtyard, so I was right about roughly where he was. So yeah, sometimes I just get the feeling that I don't like the situation I'm in, even if I don't have pursuers raining down on me. So 2 things to do there are jumping up on the roof and just trying to get a feel for it, and just going for a quick kill. Just go for the kill. You know you're going to die, but get the kill, die, you get a reset. In this case my reset includes no pursuers, which is great, so I can move into my target quickly here. So I hear a smoke bomb go off right behind me here as I'm moving, just as a pursuer gets assigned, so I get kind of suspicious. So I'm moving up to my target here slowly, but I'm watching behind me. And it turns out that courtesan was actually a pursuer, although I don't think she was assigned as a pursuer until after she smoked me, like tried to smoke me. I don't know what the story is there, but I got the stun on her. I got the ground finish on your man, which got me extreme variety, which is nice. And then I just run away because I know there's another pursuer there somewhere. I don't know where he is, so I just run away until the whispers go away. And find a nice blend group now where there's copies of me, so I'm gonna move along slowly. I'm moving away from my target because I know that pursuer is nearby, and there he is, being extremely obvious, coming around the wrong side of that stall. So I'm gonna try a corner stun here and fail dismally. This is how you don't do a corner stun. You do not walk around the corner slowly as they get close. What you actually do is you wait for them to come around the corner and you just mash circle, and that'll get them. And I've gotten better at that since month-old game. Okay, so the game's wrapping up and I want to move fairly quickly, so I've got no pursuers, target's far away, so I start running across the map. I get a pursuer signed and immediately hear whispers, so I figure pursuer's close, head for a wall, get high, get far away, and there's the chase, and there's the stun. So just like in Brotherhood, if you're running along and suddenly the whispers get loud, it means you are running in the wrong direction. And if like that the game assigns you a pursuer who's already standing near you, unless you are in a good stealthy position, it means you are about to die and it's time to get out of there. Now another new addition in this game is the ability to throw the smoke bomb, so what you have to learn to do, and it took me a while, is to reflexively react to seeing someone going to the throw pose so that they can't get you. So here Blades is going to try to smoke me from a distance, but I see that he's going to throw it and I dodge sideways. Then he jumps down to get the final kill, but I knife and go for the stun. If somebody lands next to you, you don't have to knife them or smoke them while they're rolling as they land. You can freely stun them, they can't kill you. But in that case I was not sure that he was going to land that close to me, so I decided to knife him anyway because I didn't need knives, it was the end of the game. So yeah, nice little finish there. And then I just went for the honourable death because I realised I had a high score and I wanted to get every last point. I had no abilities for your man, so I just went in to get that extra 100 points from the honourable death. So anyway, that's it for this commentary. I am now playing Assassin's Creed regularly again, so the stream I mentioned in my last commentary is now active, and I do actually stream from time to time, so that might be worth checking out. You can check out Blade's stream too, and hopefully my next commentary will be out relatively soon, next week or two maybe. But for now, this is it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.